Hey everyone, here's a quick overview of the registration process and our new 5K website. You can register a single individual, or you can complete multiple registrations for an entire family, for example, all in the same form. Either way, to get started, go to winship5k.emory.edu and click on the Register button. The registration process has a few pages of quick important questions. So step 1 is select your participant options. Do you want to be a runner, a walker, a virtual warrior, a volunteer, or is this on behalf of a child under the age of 8? Next, you'll be able to provide a promo code if you have one available, your fundraising goal, and you also have the ability to make an additional personal gift. On the next step, we'll be able to pick where we'd like to designate this. Let's go to the next page. Step 2 is where you provide details about the registrant. On the next page, we'll be able to add additional registrants, so try to keep this page focused on one person at a time. At the top, you're going to want to enter a name, followed by birth date and gender, and then you'll have a few fields to provide mailing address information. Also, you're going to want to provide a current and active email address, and this is where you'll be notified of updates and newsletters and other important information. It's also very important that you provide an emergency contact. Next, there's a couple checkboxes here where you have the option to be emailed whenever a gift is made in support of your fundraising goal. And you also have the option to remain logged into the Participant Center. Right below this is where you set up your credentials for the Participant Center. If you're running in honor or memory of a loved one, check this box to provide details about that individual. Next, you'll see a few short drop-down questions. If you recall on the previous page where we had the option to add an additional gift amount, this drop-down is where you select where you'd like to designate that. Provide the phone number for the registrant. If this is a cell phone, select if you'd like to receive text messages on behalf of Emory. Select your t-shirt size for the race, your affiliation with Emory, and how did you hear about the Winship 5K? There is a checkbox to understand that the registration fees from the previous page are non-refundable. And also you can mark if this is your first time participating in the Winship 5K, if you're a survivor, and if you are a caregiver. Last but not least, there is a very important participant waiver. Please take your time to read this carefully. You'll need to agree to the waiver and enter your initials before proceeding to the next step. Step 3 lets us see all of the registrants that we've added so far. And if this is a single registration, go ahead and scroll down and just click Complete Registration to move to the next step. If you'd like to do a multi-registration and have everybody registered in the same transaction, go ahead and click on the Register Another Person button. This should look familiar, so select for the second registrant what is their participation type. This is where you provide the contact information for the second registrant. Name, their birthday, their contact info, that registrant's phone number, their t-shirt size, their affiliation to Emory, and again, they'll have a waiver as well. And press the next step. So now you'll see that we've successfully configured 2 registrations, and we're back on the review page. And if you need to make changes to either participant, go ahead and click on the edit button and you'll be able to go back. People can make gifts at any time through their personal page, through their team's page, but when you're doing a multiple registration, I wanted to mention that only the initial registrant can add an additional gift. If you need to add a third person, go ahead and click on Register Another Person and you can add additional registrants. If you're all done, go ahead and click on the Complete Registration button instead. The final step is the payment page. This is where you'll enter your credit card information and billing information. When you're all done, click Process Payment. Thank you for your participation in the Winship Win the Fight 5K. If you have any questions or if you have any difficulties registering, please contact Winship5k@emory.edu.